Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
Welcome to Wrath and Story. I'm your co-captain, I guess it's Jay Harden now. That's right. And my co-captain, who I'm always joined by, Andrew Harden as well. Hey, Andrew.
Yeah.
Hey, and of course, our Servo Skull companion, Grand Vizier, knower of all things gaming, or is it called X Gaming, Daniel? Is that what it's called now? That's what the skulls are calling it? X Games?
We got a bunch of different names. X Games aren't as popular these days. We're doing different gaming. But yeah, I'm Daniel Fernandez. Hello.
Yes.
Harden. Daniel Fernandez Harden.
Ooh.
No, Harden. I didn't get adopted by
You
the
could be
Hardens.
our adopted
You got adopted
son.
by us, though.
Ooh, that's true. You want to be our adopted Servo Skull son? Eh?
I'll think about it.
All right. Well, while you're
Okay,
thinking
okay.
about it, maybe help us, I don't know, look for clues. I've been, poking at this desk for a while now, and, I assume Harden has, secret chambers in a desk, and I just haven't found one yet. Nope, that's just a regular drawer.
I scanned the desk. The answers are in this data pad.
What are you talking about? Desks always have secret compartments that keep, deep family secrets, and honestly, that stuff we found out on the data pad, which was not much, is kind of freaking me out. Does Dad have, a weird past?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's got, a secret treasure somewhere. That's the legacy. I don't know. All I know is that it's not in the damn desk. We broke the desk in half. It's the same desk, just fixed.
Man,
there was no secret chambers.
That would be an exciting change of events for us, if we could just go on a really long, exciting quest for some treasure. It feels, feels new, right? Wouldn't that be fun? A treasure hunt? Could be over, multiple planets. Eh?
Yeah, run into alternate timeline versions of ourselves.
Ooh, that's neat.
I don't.
Wait a second.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
It sounds
we
familiar.
don't need to do that again.
But
I think you may have forgotten that we have already done that. Is the joke that I was trying to make.
I don't get it. But I like your enthusiasm, Daniel, especially for jokes and japes. And while you think on some more of those, I'm gonna try this one. Nope, that one's just a drawer as well. Okay.
It's just a desk.
Now he has.
Do you want me to show you the X-ray scan of the desk?
No, that'll ruin the fun. Why would you ever look at the blueprint of something when you can discover it with your own two hands or robot mandibles, whatever is coming off of you? I
have a question before we go. Do we have a doorbell to our office or anything? Or do we have a secretary that sort of sits out there waiting for people to come in here? What's that situation like? I haven't really been paying attention.
Oh, that's a good question. Well, we hired all those people. Did we hire any secretaries, Andrew? Anybody, assistants? An executive assistant to help us with executive stuff?
No, not really. We kind of just, assumed that people were just gonna come up and knock. As far as doorbells are concerned, what is a doorbell, Daniel? Is it does it make a ring or something when you push the door?
Yeah, to let people know that you're coming or anything. I don't know. I just feel like asking because I just get the feeling that someone might be coming by in a bit.
That's a weird feeling that you have, Daniel. Very strange. And a bell would make you feel more comfortable about having this feeling?
I'm not saying I would feel more comfortable. I'm just wondering if there is. So we don't have anything. They would just sort of walk into our office.
Yeah.
Wait,
Daniel.
Daniel. I may be confusing this. Do you want the bell?
Yeah. Do you want one,
a
buddy?
bell on you?
No, I definitely don't want a bell on me.
Now, Andrew, do you think you could put something like that together? Because, Daniel, I don't know if you know this, but you sneak up on us sometimes, and if I could just hear that little ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling...
There's a knock at the door.
There's a knock at the door? Ah, Why don't people just walk into offices? We did it to Atris all the time, and he loved us, even though he's a dick.
Wait. No, I don't want them to just walk into the office. That's why we have a door in the first place, so that, there's a degree of separation, so they don't catch people tearing desks apart, thinking that there's some kind of secret compartment in their own desk.
You mean seeing us work? Doing hard work? Oh, right, there's someone at the door. Come in.
All right. And sort of walking in with a clipboard in her hands is Kylie.
Sort of clipboard. Kylie, where did you get that clipboard?
I picked it up when we were on Port Wander. What is the clipboard really the issue?
I don't know.
I mean,
it's giving me weird vibes. That's all I'm saying.
It's just a clipboard. What's wrong with it?
Well, listen to this. Every time someone walks into a room with a clipboard, notoriously, as we've been on this ship, usually it means we're going to have to do something else. And I'm really invested in this desk, but you seem like you've got a clipboard, so it probably means you have something to say. Kylie, our first officer, what do you have for us?
Well, I actually don't necessarily have anything in particular for you to do.
Yes!
I was actually coming in here and asking if you had any orders for us. We finished that last mission. We got payment. Susan got some money from the sales of weapons to the Civil War. It's been a good time for everyone involved. But now that we're between jobs, looks like we're gonna have some downtime. And I figured, well, what do you want to be doing? Do you want the crew to be working on anything? Is there anything that you need?
Okay. I think I see where you're going. I believe Daniel sent us some kind of spreadsheet or something that had I think it was meant to get us more organized, Jay. I'm not entirely sure.
Organized with our bread? What would we use a bread sheet for? Does it cut the bread? I'm trying to think this
bread
through.
Sheet? What?
Didn't you say
is that
bread
a thing?
sheet? I don't know. You said it. Do we have a bread sheet? Kylie, do we have a bread sheet in here? I don't know. Some kind of big bread slicer? Are we gonna
Wait.
No, I have some spreadsheets on the clipboard here, but I was gonna be taking some notes. I thought I spoke to Daniel earlier.
Hold on. Do you spreadsheet on the bread sheet? Is that where that comes from?
Man, spreadsheets are like the opposite of bread sheets, I think.
Is a bread sheet like a sheet you put on the bread and keep it warm?
I think we have your first project, Kylie. You are to work with Oriange to build us the best bread sheet we could. Now, we don't want to give you the specifications because everyone knows what one is, right? You know what that is?
I mean, do you keep bread on it, or do you make bread on? I'm confused by this whole concept.
Kylie, excuse us for a moment. I think we gotta huddle up.
Okay. Daniel, why are we in this huddle? Is there something you know about the bread sheet that we don't know?
I don't know what a bread sheet is, but I actually sort of was compiling this list of things that we could get up to. We've just kind of been letting the ship manage itself for a while, and I think we could take a more active role in doing stuff on the ship in our downtime between missions.
That's an interesting concept. It would get people away from tearing desks apart. That's true.
What?
Yeah.
Are other people doing this? Do we have any desk experts on this ship? Because that might be the one thing we need to. Oh, I see what you're trying to say. That's it's not very nice.
Yeah. Go on, Daniel.
So I was, and I've sort of outlined a list right here. It was forged in the dark. This list that I got right here.
Weird enunciation there, Daniel. But go on, I guess.
Yeah. Between our operations going forward, we're gonna probably have about time to do two activities that we want to do during our downtime. And I figure instead of just spending that time just sort of hanging out, we could try to be productive, try to get stuff done.
Okay, I mean, I guess I'm into it, and it'll make everyone happy, particularly Susan, if we're doing things.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I like this.
Okay,
I mean,
so
you wanted something to do, so I mean, there you go. Sorry to interrupt, Daniel. I just want to reiterate that he is very bored. Please give us something to do.
I was doing
All
something.
right.
Okay, Daniel, you say what you gotta say.
Okay, so I actually have a list of, there are 4 things that you could do. Maybe we could come up with some other ones later, but right now on this initial list that I put together, there's 4 actions that you could take during your downtime, and you could take 2 actions during that time. So there's 4 choices, and you can pick 2. Or you can pick 1 twice.
You're telling me we have to make,
Okay.
like, decisions in this? Like, you can't just do all of them? I mean, we hired 2 people for every 1 job. We can do that here?
No, this is us stuff, Jay. I mean, you're like this close to be, voted off the island. I heard that's a term somewhere.
Voted off
But
the
there
island.
are 3 of us, and we could majority vote you away.
I'm not saying I'm trying to get rid of you, Jay. I'm just saying that this might be a good use of our time. We're rogue traders. We should take advantage of that shit.
You're right. We are badass rogue traders. We could totally trade it up, the thing we do as rogue traders. I'm into this. I like it. Options are good. What are those options, Daniel?
So 4 options are: 1, you can acquire a new asset.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's something that you need temporarily, like a special item, maybe an expert, maybe a mercenary, some sort of service, I don't know, maybe even a vehicle, you could acquire it for like our next mission or so.
That sounds amazing. Anything. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there'll be some dice rolls to determine how good of a thing that we end up with, but it should be, we should be able to get stuff, any sort of specialist that we want.
Interesting. Now, I'm going to add 1 caveat to there, 1 asterisk, and that is none of them can be nukes, Andrew. None of them can be nukes. All right?
Well, that's fine, because we already have them, Jay.
Oh, that's right. We probably have some nukes on board. I should.
Lots
We
of
do
them.
have some nukes on board, yes.
Thousands, in fact.
I should.
I don't think we have thousands, but I think we have some.
Should
Well,
probably
I mean,
figure out a way to
something-
lock them
have
or
to do something with that,
tie them
pearl
up.
money,
We spent
What?
our pearl money on nukes?
What? I never said that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Huh, I should investigate how we spend our money. That's going to be on my own personal list. I'm writing it on my hand. I don't
All
know
right,
where the
so
paper
what's
is.
option number 2, Daniel?
Option number 2, maybe a way to spend that money. We could establish any sort of long-term project that you're going for. This would be anything from like training a new group of soldiers, investigating a mystery, establishing a new trade route, forging a powerful new weapon, healing your corruption. Any of those could be a long-term project. Now, you won't necessarily be able to complete it during this time, but the rest of the crew will sort of be working on this while we're going on missions, and then hopefully we'll be able to get any sort of long-term projects done. Anything that you guys envision.
Ooh, I like this. I like building stuff. Or, I mean, I like telling other people to build me stuff, but sounds great.
Yeah, some of the stuff that you'll be doing yourselves, but like some of the stuff we can delegate to people, and that's pretty neat.
Yeah, love it. Okay, both of these sound interesting. Okay, what else can we do?
The third thing you could do is that you could just start training. Maybe you don't have any assets or like long-term projects in mind. Well, then you could just spend your time training and you'll get 2 experience points.
Ooh, 2 experience points.
Well, I mean, somebody should be doing that. Most of the time when the rest of us were training normally, but, I'm not going to name names.
What are you talking about? Why are you looking in my direction?
Very emphatically nod towards Jay's direction.
Because we got some experience on our last mission, but you could get more by training.
Huh. That's true.
Yeah, Jay.
It's okay. I get it. I'll talk to Kylie. She needs to be working in her downtime. You gotta prepare. You gotta do the job that you want. I don't know what's above first officer, most officer. I'll come up with a new role.
Is it
Don't worry.
0 with officer?
0 officer. That sounds actually really cool. I'm the 0 officer. Yeah, she'll love it. All right, don't worry. I'll deliver the news. I got you, buddy.
And the final thing, and this one might end up being pretty important for us, is reducing suspicion.
Reduce
I don't see where you're
suspicion.
going with
Yeah,
this. We're fine.
Yeah, well, I don't...
So we're saying we're inquisitors.
Uh-huh.
For hire.
Inquisitors for hire. But there is a real inquisition out there.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's why we're, aping their style. That's why we're using their branding to get business. It's awesome. It's a great business idea.
Well, they're not always big fans of that. So if we start doing like crazy stuff in the name of the Inquisition, if we end up like blowing up a planet or even just causing a bunch of mayhem or summoning a demon accidentally, any of these sort of things can start building up suspicion from the real Inquisition. And if we start building up too much suspicion, we're going to end up being wanted by the Inquisition, and that's no good.
That would be real bad. Probably complicate our relationship with Tomoa as well, unless she's the one coming after us, and then maybe it'll be fun, or not.
So what do we do? Do we like host a potluck for the Inquisition and show them we're friendly?
You would sort of tell me which one of your personal skills you would be trying to use to reduce the suspicion, and then depending on how the dice shake out, we would lose some suspicion points. At the moment, grading it on a sort of mathematical level, we have 3 suspicion at the moment, which is not bad. Things only really get bad every 10 suspicion you get, because then you become slightly wanted by the Inquisition, and if we end up with a wanted level of 4, the entire Imperium will probably come after us. We'll be labeled as fucking chaos, and that'll be really bad.
Yikes.
But right now, we only got 3. We got 7 more before anything really bad happens.
That's a pretty positive. Also weird that this system, I can see from this little icon here that it looks like the system is run on stars. That's weird. So at 4 stars, it's real bad, huh? That's interesting.
Yeah, you got to be careful, because when you start getting stars, they start coming after you.
Huh, strange. Also, is anyone else not at least a little bit pissed off that we're only a 3? A 3 out of 50? That's how that works, right? Because every 10.
Well,
math.
I understand where you're coming from. Like 3 seems like a low number, but if I'm reading this correctly, at 10, things start throwing themselves at you with reckless abandon. I mean, it's real weird, but I feel like we have enough trouble as it is.
Yeah.
Do we want to hit that 10 number?
We don't want to hit the 10 number. We just have to remember not to, summon demons? Okay, we did that one time. Destroy a planet.
One time?
Does the pearl count? That was a goof.
Not really. It's more just doing anything sort of loud and noticeable that the Inquisition would have a problem with.
Oh, I think we're fine.
So Jay all the time. Gotcha.
What? I am the embodiment of stealth. I'm sneaking right now. Kylie probably can't see me. Just saying. Okay, so I think we can both agree that reduce suspicion is probably not urgent right now, I would say.
No, that can wait. That's a push under the rug thing,
Yeah, we can
save that for a rainy day.
We can wait to get a little bit more spice going on. But I mean, we've got acquire a new asset. We can work on a long-term project or train.
Well, I mean, as much as I would emphasize training is important, I feel at this level there's no way, no power that I control that can ever get you to commit to more than 5 minutes to our workout. So I think that's off the table for now.
Well, it hurts if you do it too
long. I do
want
to specify one thing here real quick. I'm sorry to interrupt you. When I say you get 2 downtime actions, I mean each of you gets 2 downtime actions.
We do? So we can do all 4. Oh my god, this changes everything.
Thank the Emperor, I don't have to team up with him. Oh my god.
Ooh, boy. Okay. So we could both work on a long-term project. We could have a bake-off, but for like projects, right?
Okay. I mean, we don't have to work.
Maybe come back in just a little bit, and we'll let you know what the plan is.
Wait, sorry, what?
Yeah. So thank you, Kylie. We'll see you in a bit.
She's still here. Yes. I forgot. That's right. Oh, sorry. Yikes. Okay. Well, so I guess we got to figure out what we're gonna do. I mean, since it's not a decision between the two of us, I guess we can kind of I guess, bounce off some ideas. I don't know, Andrew, is there any kind of new asset or project you've had in the works that you want to kind of kick around for yourself?
I mean, I wouldn't be against forging a powerful new weapon. I always like having a new weapon. I've been thinking about upgrading this shock maul here, so...
Wait, the most powerful weapon in the universe to become the most powerful weapon in the universe?
No, to become the most powerful weapon in the universes.
Oh, an S on the end. I see what you did there. Kind of like an S rating, am I right? For the weapon? See what I'm saying?
He's been playing too many of your X games, Daniel. I mean, it's getting ridiculous.
Listen, the Inquisitor Tony Hawk has some sick moves. That's all I gotta say. If I could be as lethal as Tony, we'd be probably fine. I'm thinking. I'm working on my. I'm
definitely better at like general things like moving into shadows and stuff than you normally do.
Well, yeah.
So.
His last name is Hawk. He lives in the shadows, man. That's what I'm gonna be doing.
Do hawks live in the shadows?
They definitely don't.
I
mean,
that's
owls.
Well, let me ask you a question. You seen any hawks on this ship? Eh? Because they're in the freaking shadows. That's right.
I mean, well, hawks are colorful birds, so
What? No, they're not. They're like mostly brown or shadow color. I don't know.
And I pull up a picture of a hawk on my display. This is a hawk.
Wow, what the hell kind of hawk is that?
It's the most common hawk. You run into them all over the place. It's definitely not a hawk.
Is it a colorful bird?
It's some kind of parrot or something.
That can't be right. That can't be a hawk. Hawks are shadowy and mostly a shadow color.
The thing
I think.
you got to watch out for these because they're sticky and they're the size of your bed.
What? Huh? Wait, what?
And they come for you when you're sleeping.
Why would
so
you
gotta
say
be
that?
careful about that.
Why would you say that? I know you're lying, but why would you say that? That's terrifying. Okay, maybe my project might be around some sort of colorful bird murder bot or something, like a servitor programmed to hunt birds and the ones that live under my bed.
They're not in your bed. They're on the ceiling.
What? I guess it makes sense. Birds do roost up high. So maybe inventing some sort of laser system to kill things at the top of my ceiling. That could be a good investment of my time and efforts. And my actions, I guess.
While you guys are thinking about this, I'm seeing a blinking light on the desk here. Does that mean we have like a message coming in from the bridge, I think?
Oh, okay. Andrew, you want to press it?
Oh, okay. I push it.
Captains, I have an important update for the both of you.
Ariane, how you doing?
Okay.
Yeah, hit us with the update.
All right. I've received a desperate plea from the planet Doma in the Coronis Expanse.
Doma? Okay, what do we know about Doma, Ariane?
Well, Doma is actually a fascinating bit of uniqueness in the Coronis Expanse. Doma is an Imperial allied world of humans, but not actually part of the Imperium itself. Being in the Coronis Expanse, they aren't actually part of an official colony. The Empire is not actually extended that far, but it's a group of human colonists who have set up a functioning society, actually very rich in mineral resources and whatnot, and behave similar to an Imperial colony. They pay a tithe, they get naval protection and things like that, but they exist in a weird administrative state. It's actually very fascinating. I've read several works about it.
Oh God, Jay, you got him going. Look what you did.
I mean, I'm enthralled.
It's in the Feralis sector, near the Void Dancers Royal. It was discovered about 1,000 years ago, colonized about 800 years ago.
God, why won't this stupid drawer open? I thought I got this one open. I'm listening. What did he say?
Regardless, I'm sorry, I've gotten sidetracked again. The message is an urgent one, begging for aid. Apparently, the planet is going to be attacked by orcs. Scouts have noticed an imminent orc invasion near this planet, and they're asking for anyone who is available to help to come and protect the planet, and they will be rewarded greatly if they can help beat back the orcs.
Did you share our normal rates?
I wanted to run it by the both of you before I committed to anything.
Well, of course. I mean, we have to commit to it first, but I mean...
Of course.
They must have seen the commercial.
They saw the commercial. That was...
We can't talk about that.
Yeah, we can't talk about the commercial. We're under strict... Yeah, Susan would, yeah. Well, good at least.
So we're taking it, right? We're gonna take the job?
I mean, a job sounds great, right? If they accept the rates, maybe we could get them a little premium upsell and get some real sweet out of this deal. I mean, orcs, we haven't seen them in a while. Maybe, they're...
I don't remember them being that bad.
Yeah, they're green and jolly, and it'll be fine. Oriange, we are good to go on partnering with Doma, and throw in the premium package. The premium one with the mugs. We got to move some of this merchandise. We ordered way too much of it.
I will speak to Susan to negotiate the contracts. I also would request that your skull help me in the contract negotiations. From what I understand, he is skilled in such matters.
That's right.
Yeah, surprisingly so. He's kind of amazing.
Yeah.
To be clear.
Daniel, some serious
shucks,
talents.
you guys.
Oh, man.
I mean, that's what we expect from Daniel Hardin.
That's right. Daniel Hardin. Our son. That's right. Come here, you little skull.
Come on. Stop giving me a noogie.
Daniel, you just need to think about it. I mean, like, becoming part of the family, it's a big deal.
It's a big deal, buddy.
No, that's good. Well, it will be some time before we get to Doma, so we can still work on some of these downtime things. But I don't know, maybe knowing what our next mission is will help us decide the sort of activities we want to do as well.
Huh, well, let's think about it.
For me, my first task is already decided because we're going to face orcs. Then a powerful new weapon seems apt. I feel.
New weapon is definitely good. I think I know for sure what I want to do first. I mean, definitely there's going to be a side project of getting rid of all these goddamn hawks that are hiding in the ceilings. But I think if we're going to be going to a new planet, new mission, I think we're going to need a better ride. And I'm thinking we upgrade the old fluffy demeanor into a new chassis because it died. I forget how we lost the fluffy demeanor. I know no one remembers what happened, but we lost it somehow. We'll have to get a new mini
Some
ship.
might say we have recorded exactly what happened.
No one remembers, but we can resurrect its spirit into the phoenix demeanor, or the fluffy phoenix. Yes, doesn't sound weird or innuendo-y at all. Yes.
Keep in mind, if this is a long-term project, it may not be completely finished by the time we arrive at Doma.
Oh, that's fine. That's cool.
Okay.
We'll build ourselves a new ship. I think it'll be nice. Get some people on it.
Why does he keep saying ourselves? Like, is he planning to rope me into this again?
Of course.
He does with everything?
Well, listen, if you want me to solo design the Fluffy Phoenix, I will, okay? But, I'm gonna make it really small. You're not gonna be able to move around in it. Or I could put traps in it. Oh, these are good ideas. Oh, these are so
All
good.
right. Well, let's do this. So are you saying you want to have a long-term project of building a custom special shuttle for ourselves?
Hell yeah, I do. So many pillows. This is gonna be good. Okay, so how do we do this, Daniel?
All right. So what we're gonna do is it's gonna take some time to do that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build a project clock. I'm gonna keep track of it right over here. And you see there are 6 empty. It's like a pie, and there are 6 slices of this pie that are all empty. What you're going to do as we work on this project, you're going to fill up all of the pieces of the pie.
Ooh.
And once they're all filled, we have a shuttle, baby.
Ooh, delicious. I love this. All right, I'm into it. Pies and shuttles. Yes. What about
Okay,
Andrew?
so looking at this is probably going to be a 6-segment clock. Okay, let me note that right here.
All right. I mean, it's cool and all. I was thinking about
No, hold on.
oh, right.
Jay needs to actually try to fill up his clock here. We don't want to move on from him just yet.
He's gonna just end up making me do it anyway, but I mean, go ahead.
Okay, Jay, what sort of skill would you use to design a shuttle?
To design a shuttle, well, that's straightforward because I know many things about shuttles. They fly and they hate space. I mean, they like it, but inside of the ship is bad. Okay. Well, I mean, really, what do we want this shuttle to do? I mean, obviously, go through space fast and cool and carry us to places.
Not crash on mountainsides, probably.
Why would that be a requirement? I feel like you're thinking about something that never happened. It doesn't matter. Maybe some padding on the outside, on the bottom for rocky surfaces.
You are overthinking this? Just tell me which one of your abilities you want to use for the shuttle.
Okay. Well, this is going to kind of come down to what it's all about, right? If I'm using athletics, we're thinking about a burly shuttle, right? If we're talking about pilot, I'm thinking like evasive and quick and lithe as shit. Or it could also be stealth, like a cloak shuttle. The fluffy phoenix.
I don't know if athletics will help you build a shuttle, but those other ones make sense.
I think it's right on the tin. Athletics, that's some elbow grease right there. That's lifting metal. That's putting iron to things and heating up it against other things while wearing like a no shirt or like maybe just overalls with no shirt and sweating and carrying a mat. You know what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Which skill are you using?
Okay, fine. I think our element of surprise is one of our greatest assets. So I'm going to go with stealth for the fluffy phoenix. So Daniel,
all right.
What do I need to roll here?
Well, you're particularly good at stealth,
Uh-huh.
so you're going to get to roll 3 6-sided dice now.
Okay, sweet.
And you're going to tell me what the highest number is on all of those dice.
Okay. All right, here we go. The highest one is a 6.
All right. Did you get multiple 6s?
Nah, I got 2 4s and a 6.
Okay. So if you got a 1 to a 3, you fill in 1 segment of the clock. A 4 to or the pie. A 4 to a 5, you get 2, and on a 6, you get 3.
Ooh.
So you are by the time we get to Doma, you're going to be halfway done making the shuttle.
I can feel it. Amazing. All right. I like this.
Well, here's the question, Daniel, because you said we could do 2 tasks and possibly the same one twice. Could he do this one again, and if he rolls another 6, we have it by the time we get there?
He could do that, yes.
Ooh, I could double down on this bad boy. Or do I want to train? That sounds boring. Or I could do this again. Let me think about it. What about Andrew?
Okay.
He wants to acquire that new asset.
Okay. I was thinking, I already have pretty much the most powerful weapon in the universe, and we've only gone to different universes like maybe one time. It could have been a fever dream, but, I'm feeling the last encounter we had was leaving me like, maybe we could use some better defenses. Getting shot by rays of death is bad.
Very.
Turns out. Also, we were getting hugged by things that shall not be named, and sometimes you don't want those hugs, especially when they're corrosive.
I like your thinking.
So I'm thinking maybe what if I build better armor for myself? Because you by your own declarations can just disappear in the shadows, and you're all like stealthy and stuff, so you don't need it.
I appreciate it.
But, I'm kind of always in the way. And why, become more stealthy when you can just double down and be bigger and louder and maybe shrug off ray guns that hurt really bad?
I mean, it sounds pretty good to me.
So
So
I would
you're
like.
saying? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead,
No,
Andrew. Oh,
So, yes, I'm saying, Daniel, I would like to erect a new suit of armor, some better power armor.
so that would be a long-term project then.
It would be indeed.
All right. So new power armor. You already have power armor that's pretty like good. If you're going to be making like new power armor more or less from scratch, that's going to be pretty hard to do. At least to improve on what you have there. I think that's going to be an 8-segment clock.
Ah, dang. Well, that seems really hard.
It's one of those things that we could be working on, every time we have a downtime, you could work on it once and just keep slowly making it. And then after a couple of missions, you'll show up with like some amazing power armor.
Yeah.
To be honest, maybe we could just go to a store and try to buy some.
Man. Sometimes you say things that just make me sad because they're just right. And my dreams just, disappear. But okay. Maybe that was a little ambitious. Constructing power armor is pretty hard, and my technical ability is like okay.
Do we want to? I'm not trying to tell you guys what to do, but do we want to try to figure out what those worm things were, or like what a hardened legacy is? Like, are we interested in looking at that at all?
Oh man, it sounds like you're trying to make me do homework.
You guys do whatever you want. If you guys don't care about that, I'm sure it won't come up for us again in a bad way. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I mean, look, I was trying to see if we could figure it out by checking in this damn desk, which would have been easy if he hid all his secret stuff in here. But, I guess this desk is a dead end. So, you're probably right, Daniel. I guess we should probably think about investigating whatever the hell was investigating us. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I guess since I actually have some technical acumen, and some scholarly skills, that I will try and look into how we can adopt you as our son and become part of the Harden legacy.
Yay! Good use of our skills.
You guys are the captains.
All right. Well, that's going to be a long-term project? I mean, what's the paperwork to adopt a servo skull?
It would be a long-term project because it's investigating a mystery. The mystery of our, new lineage.
Wait. Investigating our lineage or adopting Daniel as our son?
He's becoming our lineage. So, we have to investigate how we make that possible. I have no idea how to actually adopt him.
Neither do I.
So you're just going to investigate the Harden legacy, and while you're at it, you're hoping that you'll find how to adopt me? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because I mean, like, our captain, Captain Harden, he did it for us, and it kind of happened all at once, and I have no idea what the process actually was. So he also, I feel like invoked some kind of responsibility on us, and it might behoove us to actually know what that responsibility is.
I like this. The more we look into our father, the more we become fathers.
Yeah, we'll go with that. What are we looking at here, Daniel? What's the clock like on this?
For the investigation into this, though this might reveal more things, this would be a 4-segment clock.
Ooh.
Okie dokie. Well, do I use my tech use to try and break into our own systems and discover all of his internal files? Or do I just go to his books and use my scholar ability?
I don't know. Dad was kind of old, so, maybe his password is password, if you know what I mean. Like, the technical thing might be the way to go. I feel like books require, like, opening all of them and reading them. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah, whereas I could just download it, and then I don't have to read.
Yeah, I like it.
No.
Use that search feature. Control search secrets.
That's not how it works at all. So Daniel, I am pretty good at tech. So how many dice do I get to roll for this?
You get 3.
Okie dokie. Artichoke.
Artichokes. Wait, is that dinner tonight? I didn't check the menu. Now I'm hungry.
Well, I also rolled a 6 on one of my dice, but I didn't get any duplicates. So just filling in 3 pieces of that 4-piece pie.
Ooh.
Yes. Okay. So you guys have both started a long-term project. Now you both get one more downtime action. So you can continue a long-term project. You could start another long-term project. You could train. You could reduce suspicion. Or you could acquire an asset for our next mission if there's like a thing that we want to use just for our next mission.
What could we need? What could we use for our next mission? Now let's think about this. Maybe be a little more strategic. The Fluffy Phoenix, I feel, is more of a long-term project because orcs are loud. And I don't know if we need to be extra stealthy to hide from orcs because, as I said, they are loud. But what could we possibly use or need against orcs? I'm trying to think. It's weird. My left hand is twitching a little bit these days. It feels, I don't know, it feels empty, like I'm missing something. Like I've got this sweet shuriken pistol, and I've got this awesome witchblade, the only 2 weapons I have, except for the Ranger long rifle,
Which totally works.
which I
of
use
course.
and totally works. It's just like orcs, hordes of orcs, something. A last cannon. No. Wait a second. I used to use a flamer, didn't I? I used to have like a little flamethrower gun. That thing was awesome. It never backfired on me ever. Daniel.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Hold on.
Mhm.
Hold on. You know, I was also thinking of a flame weapon, not related to the orcs, more related to wanting to burn down the a mill that we were in and then not have to worry about anything because it was gross and awful. So flame weapons should be good. I should point out though, even though sometime maybe in the past you used a flame weapon, you weren't very stealthy back then. And I feel like firing projectile flames is not the best way to stay hidden. One might say.
Because fire does create light. That is true. And I, like Tony Hawk, hide from the light. Okay. All right. So maybe...
I mean, it could be good to have a flamer, though. Like, you could just try to... this would be sort of a specialized flamer for this mission that we're going on. If we want to get a more permanent thing, we would have to do either a long-term project or, just go to a store and buy one. But acquiring a new asset, we could pick up a specialized flamer just for you for this mission. And that if we keep getting it, it'll be easier to hold on to until we eventually just sort of like rent to own it.
Well, this is okay. So this is my question, Jay. I will admit that you have more experience shooting guns, and flamers don't require the ability to aim, really.
Yeah.
So, in this instance, would it be better for me to have a flame weapon?
I guess
Because
you're
then
right.
it also makes them not look at you even more.
I guess it's true. But to confirm, we are agreeing that I am better at shooting things than you, right?
I said may. You may be better. Maybe more
Mm.
experienced is exactly what I said.
Interesting. I accept your suggestion.
So, Andrew, are you saying you want to acquire a new asset and try to get a flamer for the next mission?
I think that would be apt, Daniel. I'm going to try and do that.
All right. So now we're going to roll dice equal to our tier.
Oh, well, I'm tier 3.
Yes,
so I
we're
guess
tier
it's 3
3,
dice.
so you're going to roll 3 dice.
Okie dokie.
And tell me what the highest number you get is.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Well, it's easy because I rolled the same number 3 times. And
What is it?
It's a 5.
All right. So we get something at our tier, which means you get a flamer.
Yay!
A full-on flamer.
Awesome.
Yep. If you had gotten a 6, we could have gotten you a heavy flamer, but
Oh, why you gotta shoot me down like that?
Why'd you have to
Daniel?
tell
I
him
mean,
that,
like,
Daniel?
I just wanted you to know that, Yeah, you're right. I'm
You
a bummer.
do better next time and not suck.
I just wanted you to know that you're bad and you should have done a better job.
Like, geez, man. I mean, just crush my hopes and dreams even more.
If
man.
you'd done a 1 or a 3, it would have been a hand flamer.
Hey, I wanted a hand flamer. You're saying I wouldn't have failed? I would have achieved my goal no matter what?
Jeez,
Well,
I mean,
no,
like, I thought it was bad for me, but man, Jay, straight slinging.
Sounds like a good opportunity for me. A bar I cannot get over, or a bar I can't miss. You know what I was trying to say. Doesn't matter. I think I know what my next thing would be, Daniel, and it's also going to be a long-term project.
Okay.
Ever since I got in this Witchblade, I think honestly I've been fighting this, feeling to look more into my Aeldari-ness and this weird, psychic stuff that's going on. I want to send out some reconnaissance parties to investigate abandoned Aeldari temples or places that might have had information on, I don't know, Aeldari psychic powers. Because listen, I like my my cool moves that I got right now, but it's it's more fun than it is practical. And
he said it, Daniel. He said it. I recorded it. I've double recorded it and backed it up. All of his movements are worthless.
God, it doesn't matter. Listen, my psychic push is dope. Don't get me wrong. Knocks people off their feet, surprises them, but I don't know if that's gonna come in handy against like a demon that we won't summon on purpose, Daniel, or what else. But the last mission with the maggot men, whatever the hell they were, and like recently when we were fighting a whole bunch of those like Wraith Guard, that was terrifying. I think I gotta step up my game, and that Farseer, the crazy powers he was slinging was, I don't think I'll ever be at that level, but I could get close maybe. So I'd like to start a long-term project to send out some reconnaissance to recover, some texts, I know I don't like books, I just said that, but I'm pretty sure they're all about books. So what do you say, Daniel? How long is that going to take?
That's going to be a 6-segment clock.
Ooh, okay. Well, I'm going to use my psychic mastery on this one, which is a 7. So how many dice would I get for this?
You'll get 2 dice for this.
Yeah, I figured as much. All right, here we go. 2 dice. Don't fail me. I got a 5, not a 6, but I got a 5.
Okay, so we fill in 2 segments.
All right. My reconnaissance team is going to be doing some good work. All right, well, that's kind of it for mine. And Andrew, you've got a flamer. We've got some details on Dad, or some details on Dad. I think this was really productive. I think we did some stuff.
You look to your left and you see me walk in from a room that was adjacent, not noticing that when you were doing your psychic stuff, I was out of the room, and you may have noticed smoke coming from that room. Yes. We have new things. Yes.
Did you just customize a flamer while I was telling Daniel about my dreams of being a better psyker? I was kind of bearing my soul a little bit there, Really? Really?
Did you light something on fire?
What? Excuse me. I would never do such a thing. I am a tech marine, okay? No, tech priest. That's
tech marine?
I'm tech person. I do tech things. I don't light things on fire, Daniel. That room was smoking before I went in there.
Andrew, your bottom of your cloak, the back corner of your cloak, it's a little, you might want to stamp
I like it like that. Yes.
It's on fire right now. You might want to just stamp out a little bit of it. Just a little. Because it's creeping.
You know what? Don't worry, guys. I got a fire extinguisher.
Yes! Daniel, hit him with the fire extinguisher. I've always wanted to see this.
Thanks for listening to this grimdark tale. With a new job on the horizon and some exciting projects in the works, it seems things are just heating up for our boys. Will it all go to plan? Special thanks to Daniel Fernandez for inserting his soul into a servo skull and helping these two as Game Master. If you enjoyed this episode, why not leave a rating and review on your favorite podcast app? We'd really appreciate it. Our theme song was composed by Kyle Fryer. You can check out his music on SoundCloud. Of course, as a Patreon backer, I hope you take the chance to join our Discord. We've got a ton of great people already on there chatting everything RPG and 40K, with the boys dropping by on the regular as well. Until next time, goodbye.